Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with the 14.5 edition of Black Girls on Television. You guys are probably wondering why this is separate from the last video. Actually, you probably aren't, because I'm sure I would have notated it in the last fucking video. But yesterday, I sat and did I swear I must have talked about 30 fucking minutes about how to get away with murder. And the shit did not record. You guys. When I tell you that the tears, nigga, I wanted to cry when I was editing that damn video. I was just like, where's How to Get Away with Murder? You guys, the tears, they was right here. They was right on the brink. Just like, I can't do it again. I cannot fucking do this again. You guys know how much I hate doing videos on the weekend. And damn Joe has a basketball game today. Like, I ain't got time. You guys. Okay, all right. We're not gonna keep on complaining. Okay, but you guys, I just want you to know that the only reason why I'm doing this video today is because it was the winter finale and that it was a very big episode. Otherwise, you know, oh my God, you guys get it though, right? Okay. Y'all be patient with me today, because I promise you, this is just so not in the plans. And it's just so much to talk about. All right, Roxanne. I'm just trying to get my mind together. I know y'all don't still feel like you're hearing this. I'm just like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Anybody out there who does videos, you guys really know the frustration that comes along with knowing that what you just said did not record. Okay, so I'm trying to get centered. You guys, How to Get Away with Murder. Let's get to it, shall we? Okay, so the show starts with, of course, Annalise getting shot, and we just hear her scream no. Then it jumps to 14 hours earlier, so we right up on the time now. Michaela and Caleb, you guys know they just finished getting busy, and Caleb took that time to let Michaela know about this damn gun. They didn't know what to do with the gun, so they called Connor over there. Connor was like, I know good and damn well you don't think that I'm fixing to help you guys hide this gun. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I don't know what you called me over here for. You know, she was just like, we don't know what to do with the damn gun. So what they decided to do is pack the gun up and take it over to Annalise's house. And Annalise was like, in what world do you think that it's okay for you to take a murder weapon out of the original place that it was and bring it to the damn defense lawyer's house? Okay, why did you do that? They don't know why they did it. They ain't know what to do with the damn gun. Annalise was like, well, how did you find the damn gun? Caleb was like, well, you know, it was cold in the house. I turned on the heater and I was trying to feel to see if the heat was going to come out of the floor furnace right down there, you know, the vent. And that's when he looked down, he saw the little glint of the damn gun. Annalise was just like, where the hell is Catherine? Caleb was like, I don't know where Catherine is. Catherine been acting crazy lately, and, you know, she's been strange and weird, and I don't know where she is. She was like, look, well, I'm going to tell you one thing now. You guys need to separate your cases, okay? You both need to be represented by separate lawyers, because now if Catherine is the owner of this gun, and if she did do it, it's a conflict of interest now. You can't both be on the same, have the same defense team. So you guys need to figure that out, because Annalise doesn't know what to think. She was just like, you could have had the gun and hid the gun. You could be trying to pin this whole thing on your sister. And he was just like, I wouldn't do that. Okay, so Annalise was like, fuck, you guys need to separate this whole thing. Now we see Nate. Nate is at the office. And it looks like it's bad times for Nate. Sinclair is starting to suspect that he made changes to Philip's records. Remember, he changed it to schizophrenic and that the boy was on medication and all of that. Well, Sinclair is hip to it. So she tells the chief, like, I think he manufactured the records and that he's trying to help Annalise, and I don't trust the motherfucker. Nate goes, well, why would I do something like that? I just got my job back. I'm not trying to help Annalise. It would be stupid of me to go and tamper with people's files and things like that. So no, I didn't do it. You don't have any proof that I did it, even though Sinclair was like, you were in the office on your day off. I guess it's not against the law to be at the office on your day off. He was just like, can I leave? Chief was like, yeah, go on and go. So he's walking out, and Sinclair can't take it, you guys. She come rushing out after him, and she was like, you like being her boy toy, don't you? You like listening to everything that she says. She orders you around and you do it, don't you? She even helped you kill your wife, Nia. Why the fuck did she say that? Nate turned around and was like, bitch, don't you ever say nothing about my damn wife, Nia. You say one more word about it. Say it. Say something. She was just like, or what? With that that old evil ass sneer. I have never realized how ugly Sinclair is. You guys, I'm sorry. She looks like an evil. She's got these teeth and they all look sharp. And she's got them clear eyes and she just... ugh. But that's exactly what she wanted, is to get Nate out of character. Push him to the edge. She didn't quite push him all the way over, but the nigga was real close. Annalise, back at the house, she tries to call Nate, see if she can get him to help out in some kind of way. And he was like, look, Annalise, I can't help you right now. I'm about to get fired. She was like, fired? He was like, yeah, I just blew up and cussed Sinclair's ass out, and now look like they're gonna call me in the office and they about to let me go. Annalise was like, damn. Everything is falling apart. You see the chief wave Nate in like, come on in. You guys know that wave from your supervisor when you know you've been cutting the fool and you fixing to get in trouble for it. Then, you guys, we see Asher. He's on the phone. He's trying to get in touch with his dad. He can't reach his dad. The door rings and it is Bonnie. Okay, you guys never know what's gonna come with Bonnie. Okay, she always has that same look, kind of like, I done did some shit. I don't really want to say nothing. She walks in the door and she's looking at him and he is just like, I know what you're gonna say. I'm trying to make everything right. She's just looking at him like, you don't really know what's going on, do you? Then we see that his father has hung himself, hanging from the damn rafters in his office, face blue. I was like, oh damn. Laurel finds out from the internet and she goes and tells Annalise, did you hear about this? Asher's dad is dead. Annalise was like, fuck! This is not good news, considering Annalise is the one that, released all that information about the dad when she had already gave Asher her word that she wouldn't. And they trying to hold Asher together by he's very delicate. Okay, so this was not what Annalise needed. Asher goes to his mama's house. He's trying to be the strong son for the mama. The mama was like, motherfucker, this is all your fault. Your dad was trying to help you out with what happened at that damn school. And then all of a sudden, all his shit was all over the news. Asher was like, I told you, I didn't have nothing to do with that. She was like, yeah, you had nothing to do with it, but it was very funny that your name wasn't in any of the shit. You the one that drove the man crazy. We always knew it was gonna be either you or that damn daughter. We thought it was gonna be that bitch, cause she crazy. And she always stressing us out, but it's you. We sacrificed, we've given everything for you. You look happy. You sitting over here trying to plan funeral arrangements. Your daddy just died. You a disappointment. I was like, well, damn, mama. I mean, I know we all real tense right now, but shit, can you lay off? The boy did lose his damn daddy, so we already know that Asher's parents, well, at least we knew the dad, now we see it's the mom as well, were very critical people, very overbearing, very high expectations, always disappointed in the kids. They can never do, you already got that impression. Okay, so the mama just kind of solidifies it. So Asher goes to his car and he just fucking breaks down. He's just like, why did I do this? What did I do? So he has a full breakdown cry in the car. He is now considered unstable. Back at the house, nobody knows where Catherine is. Caleb is trying to reach her. Nobody knows where Asher is. Okay, the damn kids, they don't even have his phone number. They like, we are some fucked up friends. Like, how do we not even have his number to call him? Now, Bonnie, when she goes back to the house, she's talking to Frank. She was just like, Frank, I'm telling you, we have got to stop all this, okay? We just getting deeper and deeper. And you know that we're the reason why that Asher's dad is dead. Frank was like, we not the reason why Asher's dad is dead, okay? He did some old foul shit. He couldn't live with it. She ain't got time to be sitting up here feeling no guilt. But Bonnie was just like, yeah, it comes a time when, we not the ones that are protecting, but we're the ones that need to be protected from. My thing is about to die. I promise you I ain't got my keys in the car. Oh my God. Let me go get my car keys. Damn. It'll take fucking forever to finish this video. I'll be right back. Why, Annalise is sitting. She's having herself a drink. And she's thinking about all the shit that she's done for Asher's dad to decide to kill himself. So she's feeling... I feel like she might be feeling a little bit of guilt, but Annalise, her approach is always like, well, shit, it was a necessary thing to do. The phone rings, she hurries up and picks it up, and she's like, hello, and it's Nate, and he's like, we got another problem, it's Sinclair. Then all of a sudden, Annalise get off the phone, and that bitch is shaking. Let me tell you something. If that woman does not win another Emmy for just this scene, when she was shaking, and she had that phone up to her head, and she was just like, oh my God. It's all falling apart. It's all fixing to go down. That damn camera was spinning around her. I said, bitch, you better do. If I ain't never felt something for somebody on a television show, I felt all of the emotions that she felt at that time. I mean, you can almost see the shit clicking around in her brain like a damn Rubik's Cube. Like she was really trying to figure out how to get this. So all of a sudden, she kind of looks like she got something. She rushes in the room, because they're at the mansion, by the way. She rushes in the room and she tells the kids, look, it's a change of plans. We're about to confess to Sinclair. She's on her way here now. The kids are like, what? We're going to confess? She was like, yes, we're going to confess. We're going to say that Catherine did it. Caleb, I'm sorry. I know you don't want to give your sister up like this, but we're going to say that she did it. We're going to tell her about the gun. Okay, Caleb, you don't need to be here, though. Caleb doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to pin it on Catherine. He doesn't understand why they're doing this. Neither does the kids. So it gives this whole frantic feel. But Annalise was like, nigga, I said get your motherfucking ass out of here. Michaela, go convince your boy to go. Okay, so Michaela has a talk with him like, look, I won't let anything happen. You go into my apartment. I'll stay here and I'll make sure that Catherine is safe. Caleb is like, okay, he's fine with that plan. Michaela comes back in the room and Annalise was like, what are you doing here? And she was like, he's gone. That was the only way that I can make him leave is for me to stay. Annalise was like, fine. The car pulls up, okay, and Annalise was like, that's Sinclair. You guys all stay in this room. Don't you move. And it's Wes, it's Laurel, it's Michaela, and it is Connor. She rushes downstairs, walks up to the car, and when the door opens, it's Bonnie in the damn car. So now, I was just like, oh shit, that damn Annalise got her goons on it, so ain't no telling the damn sun is bright, you guys, I'm sorry. So they get out the car, and they walk to the back and open the trunk, and that motherfucker Sinclair's in the trunk, okay? So now you're like, oh my god, how is Sinclair dead, and did Bonnie kill her? Okay, well, this is when shit gets real tricky, and this is just how the show goes when everything picks up real fast. So I need you to stick with me. It jumps back to 10:03. We see when Nate blew up on Sinclair. We see when the chief pulls Nate back into the office and says that he's gonna have to let him go because Sinclair has filed a harassment claim against him. So he was like, you know what? I'm gonna file a fucking racial discrimination claim against that bitch. Okay, she ain't the only one that can do this. He's leaving work. Sinclair is in their car. She calls him to the car and he's like, what do you want? Why do you want to talk to me? And she was like, look, I know it feels like I'm always on you, but it's not really you I'm after. I'm really after Annalise, so I need you to help me get her. And he was like, why should I help you do that? And she was like, because I don't like the bitch either. And she don't need to get away with the shit that she's done. If you help me get her, then I'll drop my suit against you. She done gave Nate a little bit to think about. Then it goes to like 8 o'clock that evening, okay? Sinclair is leaving the job. She's walking in a quiet, empty parking garage. Asher pulls up. So she was just sort of like, oh, what do you want, Asher? He was just like, this is all your fault. You the one that ruined my father. And she was like, look, your father was some bullshit. The motherfucker was dirty. He did a whole bunch of people dirty. Tiffany, she can't even help herself, okay? She's not dead, but she might as well be. She's dead inside for all the shit that you guys did to her. So your father, he's better off dead, and the world is better off dead. You should be glad that the man is gone. I think I did you a favor, okay? That bitch, I was just like, ooh, who says this to somebody whose dad just died, even if the man was evil? She goes to walk to her car and she realized she's going the wrong way. So she goes and goes behind his car, and she's just walking down the middle of the damn parking garage. And that motherfucking Asher, he's sitting in that car saying, I know that bitch did not just say all of that to me. I know that bitch did not just say all that to me. So he threw that fucking car in reverse before he could even think about it. That nigga mashes the gas, and all of a sudden you heard him go, ah! And then you heard him go boom boom. I was like, oh. He done ran Sinclair all the way fucking over, and she's up under the damn car. As a matter of fact, somebody else is leaving the damn courthouse even later, and Asher is still just sitting in the car like, I just can't believe I just did this. The lady asked him, did he need any help? And he says, no, thank you. she just drives on off. Bonnie pulls up. She got that look on her face like, and she says, Asher, are you okay? He's like, I can't look. Okay. The bitch still under the car. We ain't moved nothing. Please tell me that she's okay under there, that she just chilling. And Bonnie go and look under there. That goddamn Sinclair is everything but okay. Eyes open, that full dead look. So she's like, Asher, I'm sorry. I don't even need to check to see. Baby girl is dead. Okay, so he's just like, oh my God. Oh my God, I killed her. You go on. I'm going to call the police. Oh my God, I can't believe I just did this. And Bonnie is just like, no. Calm down. Now the time is caught up to when Annalise gets a call from Nate. Remember I told you guys that Annalise had got a call from Nate. He tells her about the conversation that he had with Sinclair. You know, Annalise and Nate are trying to come up with some sort of plan, and then the phone clicks and it's Bonnie. Okay, so Bonnie gets on the phone and Annalise was like, what's up? And she was like, Sinclair's dead. And Annalise was like, what? Why? And she was like, Asher ran her over and he doesn't know what to do. He's panicking. He wants to go to the police, and you know if he goes to police, he's going to tell everything and everything is going to fall apart. They're going to know that who killed Sam, and they're going to know everything, and we can't let him go there. I mean, tell me what to do. I don't know what to do. Should I let him go? Should I bring him to my apartment? Like, what do I need to do? That's when Annalise gets off the phone and she's just like, oh my God. Oh my God, what are we going to do? So now we done caught back up with what happened before, right? So she hangs up the phone, she calls Frank, and she was like, please tell me that you are still at the house. And he says, yes, I'm still at Annalise's place. She says, go to that fireplace mantle and get them pills. Frank was like, oh God, what happened? She was like, don't worry about it, just get the pills. And he was like, is it really bad? And she was like, yes. This time is really, really bad. Again, you can still see that the shit is clicking, but it's real frantic and stressed out and hyperventilations and all of this, okay? So, we don't really know what Frank is going to do with them pills, but I have an idea because we've already kind of seen some shit happen, you know, from the flashbacks in previous videos. That's when she goes and she tells the kids that Sinclair is coming, and Sinclair, you know, they all upset, like, why are we telling her? When she sends Caleb off, and then she goes downstairs and she meets Bonnie, and that's when Sinclair is in the trunk. So like I said, we done caught back up with where we were. Asher pulls up in his car and he's just looking like, damn, she dead. Okay, Annalise is like, we ain't got time to be worried about it. Let's get this lady out this car into the house. Okay, so they bring her in the house. She wrapped up in a damn blanket or like a rug or something. The kids are like, what is that? And Annalise was like, it's Sinclair. And they're like, what? Is she dead? And she's like, yeah, she's dead. Asher ran her over. It was an accident, but we are going to make it look like it's a bigger accident. Connor was like, you are fucking crazy. All of this death and shit around us. Do you really think? I'm not doing this. I'm sorry. I'm out of here. I can't get involved in this. So Connor think he walking out, and all of a sudden Annalise was like, Connor killed Sam, Asher. And he turns around and was like, what? And she's like, yes. And she tells the whole thing of how the kids killed Sam and how they covered it up. Michaela was like, why are you telling them this? And she was like, because goddammit, you guys are the reason why we're here today. Everybody's been trying to fix shit for you, and now you guys want to run and you want to not help out. Now we all on even ground here, okay? Asher know what the hell you did, and you know what the hell Asher did, so help me with this damn body. That bitch was breathing hard and sweating. I said, I bet you she funky. Then we start to see Annalise in her great defensive mind. She's calling Sinclair on the phone, even though we know Sinclair is dead. She's trying to leave trace proof that she was trying to reach Sinclair. She had no idea that the lady was dead. Okay, up under somebody's fucking car. She's calling her, telling her, please come to the mansion. It's very important. I want to tell you something I found out about Catherine. I didn't know it before. Now I do know. In the meantime, they got Sinclair. They moving the body up to the top floor of the mansion. Both Connor and Michaela, they can't do it no more, okay? They look like I don't know exactly what they about to do at this point, but they like, we can't do shit. Bonnie was like, you killed before. Why can't you do it now? They're like, I don't care. We can't do it no more. We can't do it. Bonnie and Asher, they must pick up fucking Sinclair's body and throw that bitch over the damn side of the balcony. So now this is when we've seen when she come crashing down, and when Connor and Michaela are trying to run out, remember? That's when the kids are all like, this is fucking crazy. Like, oh my God, everybody is in shock. So now that Bonnie knows that they done seen her throw that motherfucker over the balcony, they know she mean business, okay? She will walk up to Connor and is like, ain't nobody going no fucking where in this house. You give me that damn gun and you gonna be the next motherfucker that's dead out here, because you know Wes has the gun. So Wes hands her the gun. Bonnie takes the gun and she walks off. And then in the meantime, like I said, Annalise is calling everybody. She's called Catherine on her phone trying to find him. But we see Catherine. Catherine is actually staying at some motel, and she leaves out of her room and she's going down to get a soda. All of a sudden we see Philip pulling up in his car. He goes to her front door, her motel room door, and knocks on the door, but she doesn't answer. But why doesn't she answer? Because your boy Frank has her, hemmed up at the damn soda machine with some chloroform, some shit over her nose to try to knock the bitch out. So Philip is like knocking on the door, and he calls her on the phone like, where are you? Okay, I'm trying to find you. You're not at the motel. Is everything okay? We go back to Bonnie. We see her telling Annalise that she's going to give the gun to Frank, that it's going to be okay. Don't worry about the gun. You can't say nothing else about Bonnie and Frank. These motherfuckers is ride or die. Annalise was like, look, don't worry about the gun. Don't give it to Frank. Just leave it here. It's fine. I got it. Don't worry about it. So Annalise is staring at the gun again. You can see the Rubik's Cube is going. Jumps back to Frank, and we see Frank giving old girl the same pills that, that Nate had given Nia. So anyway, Wes is starting to get really nervous and stressed out. He's like, this is not going to work. Annalise is like, it is going to work. Don't you worry about it. I'm trying to make sure that everything is covered. It doesn't need to make sense. It just needs to look chaotic. So I got this. Please don't worry about it. It's all good. Okay, but Wes is like, she's fucking breaking down. She's losing her mind. Okay, so he calls and leaves a message with Nate like, look, you need to come out here to this mansion because Annalise is losing it. She's thinking that she's protecting everybody, but she is really just losing her mind. So I need you to come here now. Annalise finally comes out and she's like, you know what? They're not going to believe any of this unless it really looks real, so I need one of you guys to shoot me. They was like, what? Look, man, you done asked us to throw a bitch over the balcony. Now you want us to shoot. We not doing it. Okay? She was like, I mean, it was really, you guys, the scene was so good because they were all screaming like, we not gonna do it. She was like, yeah, shoot me in the leg. I'm gonna be okay. She gives the gun to Wes and she was like, shoot me. It's okay. It's okay. And they're like, no. Michaela runs and jumps in front of Annalise like, no, Wes, enough is enough. We all gonna have to just go and turn ourselves in. That's it. We can't do this no more. So they almost get through to Wes and then they're walking out and Annalise was like, Rebecca's dead, Wes. He stops and he looks around at her and she's like, yeah, the bitch is dead. She been dead. And I've been lying about it the whole time. The whole time we was at the house, all the times that we've talked about it, yeah, I was lying. She's dead, so shoot me. They're all like, don't you shoot her. She's lying. She's not dead. She's just trying to fuck with your brain, okay? But it gets real chaotic and all of a sudden that motherfucker shoot her. He don't shoot her in the leg though. He shoot her in the stomach. I was like, motherfucker said the leg. So when he shoots her in the stomach, Annalise is like, no, because nigga, this is a little different than this right here. She falls to the ground and then all of a sudden she's going, she's whispering, but she's saying, Christoph. I was like, what is she saying? Okay, she's saying Christoph. And Christoph, obviously, is Wes's real name that nobody knows about because we all call him Wes. Okay, and so when he hears her saying Christoph, he's just kind of looking like, what is going on here? Okay, that's when it jumps to 10 years earlier. And we see a young Wes, better known as Christoph, sitting in a chair, I think at a police station. And a woman is questioning him about some circumstances around his mom. From the way they were sounded, it sounds like the mom was dead. Wes is like, is she dead? And they were like, well, I don't know. What did you think? And he was like, well, she looked dead to me when I found her. Then the camera kind of pans off to the side and we see Annalise and her white lawyer girlfriend in another room kind of watching from the window. The white lawyer girlfriend says, oh my God, Annalise, what have we done? And then we see a young Annalise with her individuals. She's just sitting there looking and she shakes her head and puts her head down like, we fucked this up. Okay, and that's how the damn show is, you guys. Let me tell you something. Damn it, that Shonda. That shit blew Scandal out of the water. Everybody was talking about how Scandal had, all them damn dogs. My neighbor has, one of my neighbors has 1 million dogs, okay? Our house is not that big. And they got 4, 5 damn dogs. And little, they little, but one of them is a damn Siberian Husky or something. All the rest of them is little. And they just be out. Anyway, you guys, what was I saying? Yeah, Shonda did that. They were saying that Scandal was all that good. Scandal was just okay to me. But How to Get Away with Murder, that shit was so good. They have got to win all kind of awards with this. Just that one episode alone, honey. That shit was something good. Anyway, you guys, that is it. I'm glad I went on and did this video. Thank y'all for hanging on in there with me. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. And everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right? All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.